am a minute late. I got a new phone case and it's not working with my stand, so put that down a little bit more. Hello, guys. Hello. I'm gonna wait for a few people to hop on before I get started. Don't like talking to myself. So, say hi as you come on. If you're watching the replay, let me know. I am going to log on to make sure that I'm doing this right. Hey guys, hey Ashley. I am getting over a cold, so you are gonna have to bear with me with that one. Hey Amanda, hey Helen, hey Sierra, hey guys. Make sure we're in the right spot. Hey Jennifer. All right, so excited to be here. It's been a while since I've been on United We Rise. I remember the first time I was asked to do a training on here, I was like, oh my gosh, I still feel that same way today. Like, United We Rise is something that I grew up watching and tuning in every Monday and watching religiously and taking what I learned and putting it into my business, and now I'm being asked to speak on here. So crazy. Hello guys, happy Monday. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So, like I said, I am getting over a cold still, so I have my water here and I have my notes. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. But I'm so excited to talk to you guys tonight. I feel like there is so much that is covered on this page, so much gold. I always like second guess myself as to what I should be training on or what I should be talking about. But I was talking to some of my friends, and I came up to talk about the best kept secret in your business, in your biz. So if you don't know me, my name is Whitney Hebel. I am the Superstar Director of Simply Grace and Grit. We currently reside in Clarksville, Tennessee. This is the third location that we have lived since I started doing Scentsy, and I am an Army wife. He retires in a couple of years, and then who knows what we're gonna do. But I am the mom to two rowdy boys. We have quite the zoo here, 4 dogs, 2 hedgehogs, and a rabbit. And we're just busy. The boys play baseball. We foster dogs as well. We don't have any right now, but we foster specifically puppies. And so we're just always busy, just like everyone else is, right? I always say that busy is a choice. So you gotta know your max with that busy too, especially when you're in your own business and no one can tell you when to check in, when to clock in, when to clock out, right? So I do want to say before I start this that this training is going to be for a certain type of consultant. It's not going to be for everybody, because though I am aware that this business is and can be for all types of people, all type of goals, all type of levels, this training is going to be geared towards people who want more from their business. I do Scentsy full time. This is how I help pay our bills. I contribute to my family through Scentsy. So that means that I take this business seriously. I treat it like a business. I run it like a business. And so this training and all of my trainings are geared towards people who want more. They want to grow their business. They want to promote. They want to build their team. They want to build their paycheck. Who just in general want more. They're not settling for what they have. They're willing to put in the work and do the hard things to get to that next level, whatever it may be for you. If that is you, put a little emoji, whatever your favorite emoji in the chat for me, because I want to know that those people are here and those people are ready to listen and work and put in what matters to have a successful business, to have a growing business. So if you're that type of person, put an emoji in the chat. I want to see that you're here. I want to see that you're ready. This page in general is for people who want to rise. So I'm going to assume that even if you're here tonight, that is you. I hope it is. And here's the thing, maybe it's been you in the past and you have kind of fallen off, or you've gotten a little lazy, or you've gotten down on yourself. Maybe you've questioned where you fit in this business. Maybe you question if you should still be here or what you should be focusing on. That's okay. If you haven't had those feelings in this business, then you probably haven't been here long enough, and you eventually will. The important thing is that you're still here and you're still showing up live on a training at 8 p.m. Central, so 9 on the East Coast, and you're ready to do hard things. So if that's not you, that's okay. That may change. You can come back and check this training out at another date. But I love seeing all these emojis pop up that y'all are here and you're ready to grow, because I will put the income disclosure in this, because we are going to talk about money and numbers. I meant to do that before I got on here, but I'll add it when I'm done. This business can be that. And I say that as in whatever that is for you. I have seen it. I am an example of it. Whatever you want Scentsy to be the vessel to get you wherever you want to be, it can be that. And the first thing that you need to realize is that belief that it can be the vessel that you need to get on and ride and do the hard things, okay? So I do have a question for y'all. I love being interactive. I love seeing all of these emojis. But I want to ask y'all a question, and I hope that y'all can give me an answer, and I want you to be as honest as you can if you feel comfortable doing that. But what do you think separates people in this business who are the most successful from the people who aren't? Genuinely, honest answers. If you know me personally, you know I love a good, honest answer. I love to talk deep things. I don't like small talk, but I truly want to know, especially from a large crowd like this, what do you think separates people from being tippy top to not? Okay. And what successful means to you, keep those coming in, because we're going to talk about them. What's successful to you in this business may be different from my definition of success, and that's another glorious thing about this business. I see a lot of effort. I see a lot of consistency in the chat. But when I think top producers, or when I think about really successful people, I think about, what comes to mind is annual sales, annual mentor, trip earners, higher titles, high PRV, not giving up on the hard days. That's a good one. Their drive. Yes, Danielle, drive and ambition. If you're just tuning in, I am getting over a cold and I am so sorry. Driven and consistency. Having relationships with people rather than just another person that sells things, okay? Courage to talk to others. So these are the things that y'all are saying is setting the successful people apart from the ones that aren't. Okay? And they're all, I agree with all this. Building relationships. A big one I saw is consistency. If you're watching the replay, put what you think in the chat, okay? You never know who else is going to be on that same mind wavelength as you. But here's what I think the difference is between the two. And this is two groups of people, and it's a very generalized group, okay? The difference in people that are really successful in this business and people that maybe aren't there yet, right? Because there's always yet in this business, because you can change it at any point. The first thing I think is work ethic. And I do think work ethic can be taught. Not everyone is born to work hard and go after what they want. That's sometimes maybe something from your past, or the way you were born, or the way you were taught. I think that the successful people in this business, they focus on the income producing activities, meaning they're not doing the fluff. They're not doing the things that don't matter. They're really honed in on the things that make a difference in what they're getting out of their business. The really successful people are, like I said, focused on things that bring them results, but they have determination. okay? They have a lot of determination. They don't give up. They don't company hop, okay? They really focus in on what works for them, and they do it over and over and over and over every single month, and it just gets better and better, and it gets to the point where that's like their jam, right? They're in a sweet spot in their business, and they're doing the same things over and over again, and it's really working. But guess what? Then they're taking that up to the next step, because their determination is saying, this is what I can do. This is what I am doing, but this is what I want to be doing. So now I'm going to up that. So now I'm going to take it a step farther. I'm going to do one more party. I'm going to have one more conversation. I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to do 5 more things, whatever that looks like, right? They're consistent in what they do. So again, they're finding what works for them, and they're doing it over and over again. The people that you see that are really successful in this business, they don't complain a lot, and they don't play the blame game. They don't say things, at least publicly, like, my team's not working, no one's joining, no one wants to party, no one wants to buy. They're not saying those things, because those things aren't happening for them. That's a belief thing. That's a mindset thing. And the last thing I do want to mention is that the successful people, they attend events, okay? They attend events. We got into and I'm so thankful that Scentsy offered the virtual options when we were going through COVID. I probably shouldn't even say that word, the C word. And I love that that was an option, but attending events, being at an event in person is going to be, it's not even comparable to a virtual event. Again, virtual option, if there's no other option, I get it. I get that things happen. I get that life happens. But one of the things I told my husband when I decided in 2019 to really focus on Scentsy as a business is that I would need to go to events, that I would need to attend when I could, and we would need to try to make that happen as best we could, okay? That even meant 2 SFRs ago, my whole house was literally being packed while I was at SFR. I could have used that as an excuse and said, no, I need to be there. But me and my husband went through everything before I left, and thank God, he's amazing. He took the reins, and I left with the whole house, and I came back to a whole house of boxes. But I knew that SFR was something that I had to attend. So the successful people, the people that are going places in the business, they're going to the events as much as possible, okay? Here are some things that I didn't see in the comments and that I specifically said, yes, Eric is awesome, that weren't mentioned. That they make prettier samples, that their upline is successful, and that they were trained better. These are things that were not said, that I believe have nothing to do with being successful in this business. The first 2, again, they make prettier samples, their upline is successful, or they were trained differently or trained better. Successful people don't sit back and let others do the work. They lead the way. They're doing the things. They're showing what they're doing, right? And the other thing I didn't hear was that they were here when the business started. So back in 2004, they were here and they're successful because they were here early. Or they got lucky. They're successful because they're lucky. No. All of those things are not correct, in my opinion. And here's the thing with that. I hear a lot of people say, oh, you must have gotten into the business really early. You're at the top of the business. You must have been there forever. No, I joined 13 years after Scentsy started, okay? There is no luck with this. Amen, Alex. There is no luck with success, okay? Success comes from working hard, having that determination, learning really good work ethic, and finding what is working in your business and what is bringing the results that you want, okay? So if you're spending days on pretty samples and the next month you get your paycheck and it's not what you expected, then maybe we need to readjust where our time is being spent, okay? That's just an example, a far-fetched example. I want to give y'all some facts from our thriving business right now. Checking my time, see where I'm at. Lisette, I see your comment. Our workstation is beautiful. Our workstation is full of tips on how to get your business launched. Also YouTube. YouTube was who I watched. I call YouTube like it's a person, but really everything and anything you need is on YouTube. I am so sorry. Here are some facts for my thriving biz. Insert income disclosure. Just last month, okay? And this is not title specific. This is not to brag on these people. This is not me specifically. Some of this is, some of this isn't. This is just giving you some facts, because if you are one that is maybe feeling down in the dumps, maybe you're feeling, I don't know if Scentsy's for me. I've had those thoughts. I thought about what do I need to do to bring in more income, right? Here are some facts. People just last month are selling 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 plus PRV, okay? In Scentsy products, just in September, okay? Oh, hey, Amber, thanks. People are selling that kind amount of Scentsy products, okay? Huge, huge, right? People are sponsoring 2, 4, 10 people just last month in this business. Not last year, not 2 years ago, not 4 years ago. Currently in this business, okay? People's paychecks last month. I just got chills. I like talking about money. Money provides freedom. People's paychecks last month, 5K 1 month, 10K 1 month, 50K plus in 1 month, okay? Again, not title specific, but that is the realistic facts and stats that are happening in our business. And I don't know why, but we don't talk about them a lot, but I feel like they need to be talked about, because the belief and knowing that that is happening and that can happen is what we need right now. I personally had my best sales month ever last month in the 7 years that I've been doing in Scentsy. Since I've been here, the year before this past month that I had my biggest was during COVID, and I beat that last month because that was my goal. And I was like, I want to prove to myself that what I'm doing today is still working. I want to prove to myself that I can do hard things. Now, was it as easy to do those things last month as it was back in the C word? No. I'm not going to tell you this is easy. It's going to take hard work. It's going to take time. It's not going to happen next week. It's not going to happen tomorrow. You're going to have to put the work and the consistency in to see this. But I had my best month ever in sales. Okay. And this is where, after hearing all those things, is you have to ask yourself, why not you? Why not now? Why can't you be making that kind of money? Why can't you be having those kind of sales? Why can't you put the work in to have that many people join your team? Genuinely, ask yourself that. Why not you? And if you're coming up with the excuses of people aren't buying, people don't want to join, people don't want to, whatever lie you want to tell yourself, it's a lie. Sorry, but it's a lie, because there's proof. There's proof it's happening. And Karen fed us. I just went to a retreat with her a few weeks ago, and it's really stuck in my head. And it's something that I'm using moving forward, is that it's time to stop playing small. Okay? Babe, will you turn that off? The robot's going. It's time to stop playing small in this business, because big things can happen, and they will happen if you're willing to put the work in. Okay, so who wants to know the best kept secret in your biz? Because y'all got really quiet on me when I dropped some of those bombs on you. And I want to know, who wants to know the best kept secret in your biz? There's a hint in the title of this video. Dina wants to come downstairs. The best kept secret in your business is you. It is YOU. You are the best kept secret in your business, because it's your business. As much as maybe your upline or your sideline or your friend or your mom or your husband wants your business to be successful, none of them can help do that. Well, they could help do it, but they can't do it for you. You are the best kept secret in your business. You are what makes your business yours, because you decided to hit that join, button because you decided to put yourself out there, because you made the choice to do something different and try something else. Okay? You. And I know probably y'all like, oh, whatever. That's no secret sauce. You're right. There's no secret sauce. There's no secret to this business. It's all about you and what you're willing to do to get where you want to be. Okay? There are tons and tons of resources in our workstation, on YouTube, on this page. This page has been around since I've been here. There's tons. When I say tons, anything that you need to find what to do, if you're willing to work and find and look for it, you can find it and incorporate that into your business. We have to stop looking out to others to work our business for us, or blame other people because our business is failing, or maybe it's not doing what we want it to do. And we have to have some accountability with ourselves to say, what have I done to make my business better? What have I done in the last month, right, to make a difference in what's been happening in my business the last 6 months? Okay, what's your PRV look like? What's your sponsoring look like? And if it's not what you want it to be, guess what? The best kept secret in your business is you. So you get to change that, and no one else can do it. So what are you going to do to make that change in your business? It all starts with you. And I want to give y'all, I'm all about actionable items. Yes, I do have YouTube. And I do love the lovey-dovey, motivating, hard-hitting trainings. But I'm also the type of person that I'm like, tell me what you're doing. Because here's the thing. Yes, I'm a superstar director. Our group has never not hit SSD numbers since I promoted. I am very proud to say that, because I have built the foundation for our group. And how did I get there? I listened to what I was taught. I showed up to literally anything and everything that was offered to me, and I still do. I never said no to a training, whether I was asked to attend or do it. If I didn't know what I was going to do, I was going to figure it out, and I was going to fake it till I made it. Okay? So when you're watching things like United We Rise, when you're watching the other groups, when you're watching things on YouTube, when you're watching the weekly trainings with Scentsy, watching is one thing, implementing it is another. Okay? So make sure that you are using what you're being given. But I love an actual item. I love someone saying, this is what you need to do your business. And a lot of you, especially the people who show up a lot on this page, are already going to know all of these. But we're going to go over a little section at the end, okay? All right, I'm doing good on time. 5 actual items that you can do now to see a positive difference in your business. If you're not sure how, like I already said, I'm going through my notes, make sure I hit everything. Make YouTube your friend and train yourself. Okay? You gotta train yourself. This is your business. Your business. Train yourself, guys. All right. Number 1, I want you to fill your calendar. If you're sitting here in October, it's October 14th. One of our biggest months. It's usually personally my second biggest month of the year. If you don't have your calendar full, that's a problem. Okay? With all the love in the world. If you're here, I said at the beginning, you're here to grow, right? You're here to get uncomfortable. You're here to push those walls out of the way. You're ready to go over the speed bumps. You need to fill your calendar. That means you're asking people to party. You're asking people to host, whatever that looks like to you. For me, it's Facebook parties. That's all I do. That's all I've ever done for the majority. Probably I'd say 98% of my business is Facebook parties. And I keep that rolling. I have a training on that I actually did on Thursday night shift. I'm going to upload it hopefully tonight. But if y'all could see the other half of my office, you'd be questioning me. Anyways, fill your calendar. Ask people to host. People do want free and half price Scentsy. I'm booking out until the end of December, or actually January, because I don't party after the 15th. So I'm booking out into January because my calendar's full. Yours can be too. Okay? I want you to get in your messenger. I want you to get in your reports in your workstation. I want you to start messaging your customers. Find an event in your hometown, close to you. I don't care what size it is. A lot of people think events and they think these like huge fairs, like county fairs or state fairs. That's called a no thanks for me. I'm just gonna be real honest. The biggest event I do was actually yesterday. It's one time a year. It's at an apple orchard. I love it, and I do sell a decent amount, but I always go in saying, who can I meet here? Who can I connect with? Am I gonna get some customers? Yes, but I'm also it depends on your PRV goals here. How many parties a month? But I go into events, I want to meet people, I want to connect. I'm talking to other vendors, I'm talking to the people who are running the event, I'm talking to every single person who comes into my booth. I'm asking them to enter my giveaway so I can get their info, so then I can email them weekly and stay in contact with them. I am talking to them, see what kind of scents they like, and then when they fill out my giveaway form, I'm asking them to put apple by their name so I know I can send them some apple scent samples, right? I'm being personable with them. So finding an event is not just about sales, it's about networking. Find someone to fundraise for, fill that calendar, okay? I like to have at least one fundraiser a month and at least 4 parties a month. Keep in mind, I've been doing this for 7 years and I do have a very large customer base. So 4 parties a month for me is where I feel like I can hit my PRV goals, which is 4K a month minimum, okay? If that's not for you, maybe you need to do more. Maybe you need to grow your customer base more. We're always looking to grow our customer base, okay? So how many parties you do, excuse me, how many fundraisers you're doing, that's gonna be, you're gonna have to figure out that magic number. But I would suggest finding a number that is doable for you and where you are in your season of life, okay? But also maybe not comfortably, right? Because if we're growing, we're going to get a little bit uncomfortable. So I want you to fill your calendar. Make that a goal after tonight. Number 2 is to share the opportunity and ask people to join your team, okay? So what's that look like for what I teach my teamies is 30 conversations a month, because typically there's 30 days in a month. So we're saying 1 convo a day, 7 a week, or 30 a month. If you want to have all 30 on the last day of the month, that's on you, boo. Do it. If you want to do 1 a day, do it. And I use what's called, it's a very simple system I made called ATF, Ask, Track, Follow Up. That training is also on my YouTube. But that's just the way that when someone comes to me, the first thing I ask them when they're not sponsoring is, how many conversations have you had this month? Usually the answer is like 2 or 5. Okay, so I'm a numbers person. If you're asking 5 people a month, how many people do you think are joining a month? Probably a 4th. So you may be getting 1 teamie every 4 months. That's just an estimate, okay? So 30 a month, you should at least be having 1. If you're asking 30 people a month, that means you have a lot of customers. That means you're meeting at least 30 new people a month. That means you're partying. That means you're growing your business, and that means your calendar's full. Okay, so 30 convos a month is the goal. Sharing the opportunity, asking people to join. Anybody at my event that was spending a lot of money, I'm like, have you ever thought about being a Scentsy consultant? There was a lady who wanted the Mickey and Minnie sleigh, Christmas sleigh. And I had one on hand, and she's like, well, I want to do a party because I want to get a discount. And I said, well, unfortunately, we can't discount our licensed products because it's licensed. So the only way that you can get a discount is your commission. Okay, that's how all my Disney people are hopefully eventually going to be consultants, because that's the only discount they can get is their commission off the sales of their amazing Disney products. And she was like, oh my gosh, I should do it. So again, join conversation, right? Number 3, commit to showing up consistently in your business. And here are some actionable items that you can do with that. I want you to show up daily in your VIP group and or on social media. And you may say, well, I already do that. Okay, we'll go back and look. Are we showing up every single day? Because if we aren't, we can, right? Weekly emails to customers. You can say, oh, I tried to do that for 2 weeks, but it didn't work. We got to get rid of the excuses, guys, okay? So weekly emails to customers, do it straight for 3 months, and you will see a huge shift in your business. Weekly emails to customers. I personally share my weekly email in my team page. I'm happy to share it here. It is on a Google Drive. I will not share editing rights, but you can just copy it into your own, make it your own, and then send it if you're not sure what to do. If you don't want to do that, pick 2 or 3 things that are releasing or about to release and share that. More pictures than words, and make sure you share a link that they can shop. Keep in mind that those weekly emails are also a great time to share your personal specials. So if you want to share about a discounted kit you have, or maybe you want to offer anyone who's a host, you're going to offer an extra half off. Whatever that may be, that can be shared in your weekly emails because it's one-on-one communication. The last thing in number 3 to commit to showing up is to sign up for World Tour. If there's a World Tour within driving distance to you, I urge you to get off the fence and go. Go, go, go. If you're not sure, if you don't know anyone that's going, post on the consultant page. Someone will find you, and you will not be alone. If I full-heartedly know and agree that if you are alone at a Scentsy event, that is a choice, okay? Because there are so many people there. There are so many different kinds of people there. Everyone fits in, okay? That's a choice if you're by yourself. So don't choose to be by yourself. Network with your people, and you will literally have the best day. All right, number 4. Follow up. Follow up. Follow up's a beast, but there is fortune in the follow up. The follow up in our business is the key. Again, we want to build those relationships. We want to get to know our customers. We don't want to just take the sell and run, right? We want to take the sell, thank them for the sell, offer them something for their sell, whether that be hosting or becoming a consultant. And then we want to follow up to make sure that they're still happy, loving all of our products, and see when they need a refill. Or maybe your follow-up is just checking in on your customers to say, hey, was just thinking about you, hope you're doing well. That's the follow-up, okay? Touch points with your customers. Using Scentsy Connect, using order history is what I like to use, but keeping up with your follow-ups is so, so important. And then number 5 is train your team. If you're a lead consultant or above, and honestly, even if you're not even a lead yet, getting into the habit of training your team, aka sharing what you're doing, sharing what's working, sharing everything. That's how I got where I was, because people decided to share. And I believe that if you're doing really well in your business, you should be sharing all the things. You have tons of things to share if you're doing well, right? So share how you're working, share what's working in your business, and then I want you to recognize what you want repeated within and around your team. It doesn't always have to be your downline that you recognize. It could be your mentor. It could be a friend that you met at World Tour. It could be a downline. It could be a sideline. It could be a friend that you met on your team page, right? But getting in the habit of being arrows out and recognizing other people for what they're doing, whether it be big or small, is going to pay off in the end in your business, okay? So, like I said, you've probably heard all of these things, but really taking the time to be intentional with them and be sure that you are thoroughly going through each and every one each month. That's what adds up to the consistency that a lot of you said at the beginning of this video, that you feel like sets the successful people apart. That consistency in doing all those little things, right? Not just doing them one week, not just doing them one day, but doing them day in, day out for weeks and months and years is what's gonna build that huge, big business that we all want, if you're still watching, that we all want to have, okay? So, that's all I got for y'all tonight. I just want you to remember, if nothing else, the best kept secret in your business is you, and I want you to make it yours and have fun with it. I hope this was helpful. I will put the 5 things in the comments. I'll put my YouTube in the comments if you want to check out the ATF system. Know that you're not alone in this business at all, ever, and just keep tuning in every week on this page on all the things that are given to you in this business, the weekly trainings from Scentsy. Just keep going. Love you guys.